Cesar Chávez, a historical bedtime story about community and standing up for others. Hello, my precious friends. Tonight, we are taking a quiet journey back through history to learn about a man named Cesar Chávez, someone who showed that when people support one another, a community becomes stronger, safer, and more full of hope. Cesar was born in Arizona to a loving family who worked hard every single day. Their home was filled with warmth, tradition, and togetherness, but life outside their front door wasn't always fair. Many families like Cesar's worked long hours in fields and farms, picking fruits and vegetables that others enjoyed. But the workers were paid very little and were rarely treated with kindness. Even as a boy, Cesar could feel the weight of unfairness. He saw his parents' tired hands. He saw workers going without rest or proper care. He heard adults whisper about problems they didn't know how to solve. He watched children miss school to help support their families. The world seemed big and the problems seemed bigger. But inside Cesar, something even bigger was growing, a quiet dream of dignity. When Cesar grew older, his family had to move from place to place to find work. Every time they started to settle somewhere, life shifted again. New fields, new schools, new challenges. But through it all, Cesar never stopped believing that things could be better, not only for himself, but for everyone. One day, Cesar made a promise deep in his heart. If I ever find a way to make life better, I will not do it alone. I will lift others with me. Cesar worked in the fields just like the workers around him. He didn't try to lead from far away. He worked beside the people he cared about. He listened to their worries, their hopes, and their fears. He learned that what people needed most wasn't a hero. They needed each other. And so Cesar began to gather people gently, respectfully, patiently. He encouraged them to stand together and speak with one voice. He showed them that a single person might feel small, but a community united could be powerful. Standing up for better treatment was not easy. Some people were afraid. Some people doubted themselves. Some weren't sure change was possible. Cesar didn't judge them. He didn't push them. He simply reminded them quietly and consistently that they deserved respect. Cesar believed that true leadership wasn't about telling others what to do. It was about helping others believe they were strong. He led peaceful marches. He organized calm gatherings. He spoke softly, not angrily, because he believed that kindness was the strongest force of all. Even when he was tired, even when progress was slow, even when people disagreed with him, he stayed steady. He reminded everyone that hurting others would never bring lasting change. Only dignity and unity could. Little by little, day by day, year by year, change came. Workers began to be treated more fairly. Families began to have better lives. New generations grew up with more safety, more opportunity, and more respect than before. All because a man who once felt small and powerless discovered that caring for a community could be a source of tremendous strength. As Cesar became known around the world, he never forgot where he came from. He never forgot the children who worked in fields. He never forgot the families who struggled. And he never forgot that every victory belonged not to him alone, but to everyone who stood together. Cesar Chávez is remembered not because he wanted attention, but because he wanted healing. Healing for families, healing for workers, healing for communities. His legacy reminds us that the world becomes better when we decide to care about one another. My precious friend, You can hold Cesar's lesson softly in your heart as you drift to sleep tonight. You do not have to stand alone. You are part of a community, your family, your friends, your school, your world. Working together makes difficult things feel possible. You are allowed to help others when they need you. You are allowed to include people instead of leaving them out. You are allowed to make the world better in gentle, loving ways, big or small. So sleep well, my precious friend. May your dreams take you somewhere wonderful tonight. And may you wake up knowing that community and standing up for others make you extraordinary just the way you are. Parents, I see you raising those kids so wonderfully. I am proud of you.